Hello and welcome to Temple Update. I'm Jade Franks.
And I'm Seth Wozniak. The station you're watching right now has 1 million new reasons to stay on the air 24/7. Cal and Lucille Rudman have made a gift of $1 million in support of TUTV, Temple University's television station. This comes only 4 years after the Rudmans donated $1.2 million, which helped the station launch in 2011. The big announcement was made on Sunday, the 27 floors above Temple's main campus at the City View Lounge in Morgan Hall. Update's Karina Chung has the story.
Cal and Lucille Rudman received a standing ovation after their $1 million gift was announced at the annual Alumni Impact Awards celebration. The Rudmans say they donated the money to TUTV because they believe in Temple and its students.
They're highly motivated. The reputation within the broadcasting industry is so high that they even hire students before they've graduated.
SMC Dean David Boardman says that the money will likely be used to provide new equipment and technology for the television studios to enhance the real-world learning experience.
TUTV is amazing in the degree to which it allows students to do every function in a television station, and we just simply couldn't do that without the generosity of the Rudmans.
TUTV is on the air all day, every day from Annenberg Hall's Master Control and Cal and Lucille Rudman Media Center. The programs on TUTV range from student newscasts to game shows to sports. The signal is seen across Philadelphia on Comcast and Verizon Cable. Lou Klein, a Philadelphia television legend, says the $1 million will keep the programming coming.
We're assured of TUTV continuing at least for the next 4 years, and I'm sure there'll be other contributions.
At Sunday's event, Cal and 12 other distinguished alums were recognized. Cal received the Alumni Distinguished Service Award, which was the top honor of the day.
The Rudmans will be in Annenberg Hall tonight for a reception honoring everything they have done for the School of Media and Communications.
Alumni Weekend 2014 was April 25th through April 27th. Owls from all over the country flew in to celebrate their Temple pride and take part in the events. Some of the festivities included a campus-wide scavenger hunt, live music, and a traveling zoo. The annual cherry and white football game also took place, and we will tell you more about that in sports. However, the football game wasn't the only event that got some owls moving during Alumni Weekend. The annual 5K run and family fun walk took place Saturday morning. Update's Aryann Cuda went the distance.
Early Saturday morning, Temple alumni and current students had the opportunity to hang out on campus and show off their owl pride. The 4th annual 5K run and family fun walk kicked off this year's Alumni Weekend. Participants lined up with family and friends in front of the bell tower to race to the finish line.
Alumni enjoyed returning to campus and are excited to see Temple grow in upcoming years.
It's good for the city, it's good for the community, it's good for the school, and it's good for the alumni.
The fact that we're rebuilding and we're doing events like this and building and getting alumni involved really shows that Temple is an awesome school.
The event generated a crowd of over 150 owls, like Temple's very own award-winning fast walker, Brian Foley, who applauded the success of this year's events.
It's great. I've been at Temple for 20 years. I'm a 3-time alum, and I'm a Temple staff member, and this is the greatest turnout I've seen for an Alumni Weekend event.
Temple's mascot, Stella the Owl, was also able to make an appearance, showing her support for all of those involved in the race. Among other events, the run offered participants the chance to experience today's Temple, as well as walk away with free Temple gear. Associate Director of Homecoming and Alumni Weekend, Carrie Stavrakos, is hopeful for the same success for years to come.
I do. This is the 5th year for Alumni Weekend, and as people realize that we actually do have this growing tradition, we expect more people to be coming back and expand out the opportunities.
Reporting for Temple Update, I'm Aryann Cuda.
The Beatles once sang, "All you need is love," and for class of 1950 alumni Edie Windsor, love was enough to conquer the law. Miss Windsor was responsible for the United States landmark case, officially ending the Defense of Marriage Act. The Leonard Mellman and Dode Fund for Visiting Scholars held a screening of a documentary chronicling the romance between Miss Windsor and her wife. CLA Dean Teresa Soufis welcomed Miss Windsor while a congratulatory address was given by President Neil Theobald. The address was followed by a presentation of the Alumni Fellows Certificate to Miss Windsor by John Campolongo, the president of the Temple Alumni Association. The day ended with an honor on behalf of the city of Philadelphia by Mayor Michael Nutter.
All of the alumni on campus this weekend had one thing in common. They survived finals week. Once again, it is that time of year. Students are rolling into Paley Library and the Tech Center as they prepare for final exams for this semester. Both facilities have already extended their hours to accommodate students and their busy schedules. Updates Maxine Bentzel is live at Paley Library with more on how students are preparing for finals. Maxine?
Thanks, Jade. Many students are beginning to feel the pressure as the semester comes to an end. I caught up with many of them to find out how they're opening their textbooks, reviewing their notes, and studying for their final exams. Coming up May 8th through the 14th, many students are starting to get stressed. Study days begin May 6th and 7th, but students have already started to prepare.
Today I just mapped out all the things that need to be due. I basically just wrote it down and mapped out all my times.
Managing stress throughout the school year is always difficult, but especially during finals. Time management seems to be the key to success for most students.
You know, finals week is always difficult for everyone, but it's important to just manage your time. Know when your final is. It's not always the same time as your class time. Know where it is, when it is, and prepare early. Don't slack off.
Managing my stress, I would definitely just say make sure you get your sleep. Otherwise, you'll go crazy.
I just have great time management because if you just plan everything out and take your time and always take breaks.
Students enjoy studying in numerous facilities across campus, and with finals approaching, many facilities have extended their hours for the night owls.
A lot of times I will go to the library just because there's a lot more space and it's quiet.
Paley Library is my favorite place to study. It's just very quiet there.
To study in the Paley Library, usually on the 3rd floor. It's a nice quiet place, and it's just pretty good spot.
Club Tech, you never get anything done. It's always a party. But I'm in the dorms at J&H, so they have pretty good lounges, so I go there.
And with finals week quickly approaching, many students will find themselves right here in the Paley Library studying for their exams. Reporting for Temple Update, I'm Maxine Bentzel. Jade, back to you.
Thanks, Maxine. Now let's take a look at the end of the semester schedule. Hang in there, students, because Monday, May 5th, is the last day of classes. You do not need to report to classes May 6th and 7th because those days are reserved for studying. Final exams start Thursday, May 8th, and go until Wednesday, May 14th. Make sure to check the times and dates of your finals because they are not held during normal class hours. And you know what that means, Seth? Graduation is quickly approaching. What's the countdown?
That's right, Jade. Only 14 days to go for all you seniors. If you haven't picked up graduation tickets yet, make sure to do so. Cap and gowns can also be picked up at the bookstore through May 13th. The 127 commencement ceremony will be held at 10 a.m. at the Leacour Center on May 15th. As seniors pack up their apartments and underclassmen go apartment hunting, Temple's off-campus housing options are growing this spring. New community homes are being built, but the boom in construction is leaving some Temple students annoyed. Stephanie Fanelli has more on the story.
Many Temple students and community locals will say signs like this "no parking" sign are all too familiar in their area. Now that the weather is warm, construction companies are breaking ground to build up Templetown, the surrounding community of Temple University. To do this, Philadelphia police issue a permit to the building companies, allowing them to block off the sidewalks and roads outside the work zones.
Fences, like you can see here, and no parking zones are popping up all over in the area surrounding Temple's campus. Many students and locals are frustrated because the construction zones hinder their ability to find parking where it's convenient and safe.
Well, I've been commuting here for 3 years, and it's always been relatively easy to find parking, but ever since so much construction has begun, they've been taking out the sidewalk and part of the street, so it's a lot harder to find parking, and usually I'm driving around for 20 to 30 minutes just looking for a spot.
In other cities, such as New York and Boston, it is against the law for construction to block sidewalks and roads because of the inconvenience and danger it could cause. However, here in Philly, the parking authority can issue these permits to as many construction companies as they see fit. In some situations in the area, the no parking zone stretches out to an entire city block, forcing students to walk in the street on their way to class. Philadelphia Police and Parking Authority had no comment on the issue when we asked about the inconvenience and potential danger of the community when they have to park far away from home or walk in the streets to avoid the construction zones.
Commuters and locals who do not park in on-campus garages should allow a little bit more time during this period of busy construction. Reporting for Temple Update, I'm Stephanie Fanelli.
And while seniors are getting ready to walk across the stage, study abroad students walk across customs as the semester came to an end.
Temple abroad students are finally returning home to America. But before we check in with one of our foreign correspondents, let's take a look at some of their adventures abroad.
Temple Update in Tokyo, I'm Adam Glazer.
Reporting for Temple Update, I'm Jade Jarvis.
Jade Jarvis, one of our London correspondents, along with Amma Dorman, is joining us now. Hi, Jade.
Hi, guys.
So, Jade, welcome back. How are you adjusting to being home?
I'm adjusting well. I'm still a little jet lagged, but I'll get over it. I'm still waking up at like 7 a.m. every day. And also, I'm like a little bit bored, but I'll get over that too.
What do you think was your hardest adjustment that you had to make in London?
The hardest adjustment I had to make was definitely the currency exchange rate. I'm not sure if you know, but the British pound is equal to $1.60 American, so it's quite a big jump. So it was hard to budget and figure out how much money I could spend each week, but yeah.
Now, I imagine you did a lot of things while you were abroad. What was your favorite thing that you could say that you did in London?
In London, one of my favorite things that I did was probably just seeing all the sights that I've seen since I was little, like Big Ben, the Tower of London, Tower Bridge, just seeing all the sights and really just taking it all in and being there.
Do you have any advice for students who are interested in studying abroad?
Advice that I would give students who are thinking about studying abroad is definitely to save up right now. Also, take out any loans that you need and apply for scholarships because you really appreciate the time that you put in before you get there.
Well, thanks for stopping by and keeping us updated in London.
Thank you.
Last week, students were wearing flip-flops and shorts, and yesterday they were back to rain boots and umbrellas. What is the weather like today? Let's go live to Melissa Steininger to see what Frank the frat boy is wearing.
I am live here from the bell tower, and as you can see, we are finally getting a break from the crazy rain we've seen over the past few days. The flood warning is finally out of effect as of 12:30 p.m., but there is a chance that some rivers and small creeks may flood down by the river. And the past few days, we've seen SEPTA shutdowns, home evacuations, and a rain total of 2.3 inches. As you can see, Founders Garden was completely covered in water yesterday from the rain. Moving on to today, it is currently 66 degrees out, and we'll see a high of 76, one of the warmest days we've seen all week. There's lots of sunshine overhead right now, but partly cloudy skies will make it the perfect time to go out and enjoy the weather. Frank has his umbrella in hand because he's prepared for the random rain showers that may hit throughout the day. Like everyone else on campus, he is not wearing a coat because of the warm weather that we have going on today. So make sure you stick around for your 5-day forecast I'll have later, a little bit later, and I'll let you know if the rain will come back with a vengeance or if we can bask in this beautiful weather a little bit longer. Reporting live from the bell tower, I'm Melissa Steininger. Seth and Jade, I'll see you back in the studio.
Thanks, Melissa. The Princeton Review has named Temple University one of the 332 most environmentally responsible colleges in the U.S. and Canada. This ranking comes after 3 solar panels charging stations were installed on main campus, allowing students to plug in and recharge their electronic devices in an environmentally friendly way. Temple's Office of Sustainability is also highlighted for its wind turbines, recycle bins, and filtered water stations, which are all part of an effort to make Temple more eco-friendly. Temple Update has been reporting all semester long on Temple's effort to make campus a more sustainable environment. To watch past coverage and efforts made by the university, go online to Temple Update's website, www.templeupdate.com. Still to come on Temple Update, diamonds are seen throughout Temple's campus, but where can't you substitute cash for diamond dollars? Update's Nicole Bernier has more when we return.
Plus, Rebeccah Hendrickson attended Temple's Cherry and White game. She'll give us an inside look on what's happening alongside the game.
I'm Tommy Sladek at the sports desk. A Temple track and field athlete medaled in the prestigious Penn relays. I'll tell you who coming up.
And Melissa Steininger is back in the studio with what is to expect for your weekend. She'll have your 5-day forecast.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Camera action was the phrase of the day at the International Children's Film Festival. Last week, the Center for Media and Information Literacy, which sponsored the festival, showcased a variety of short films from young filmmakers all around the globe. The creators of the films ranged between the ages of 9 and 25. The films that were showcased were winners of a worldwide film festival called the Plural Plus Festival, which is sponsored by the United Nations Alliance of Civilization.
Last month, Temple Update reported why the term diamonds is used so often on campus. However, many places don't offer Temple's cash alternative. Update's Nicole Bernier reports on why some companies aren't getting the option to shine bright like a diamond.
Over 100 merchants accept diamond dollars at Temple, but some companies in the heart of campus don't accept them. The crepe truck has been a staple at Temple for 11 years, and their presence on campus has been recognized in newspapers all over Philadelphia. However, they can only take credit or cash, making the students who only pay with diamond dollars unable to go to their truck.
A lot of trucks do come and go every day. We do see a lot of trucks. I mean, even though we've been here for over 10 years, and we're hoping to stay for another 10 years, you know, it's a disadvantage for us as trucks.
In order to have diamond dollars as a form of payment, the companies must go through Temple University Diamond Dollar Services. But just because they request to use diamond dollars does not mean that they will get the chance to.
The food trucks historically have not been allowed to be involved in the Diamond Dollar program, specifically because they can drive away in the middle of the night.
Having diamond dollars is a part of the Temple community. Richie's got diamond dollars to expand their reach to Temple students who only had the use of diamond dollars for payment.
We don't take credit cards, so it's pretty cool to have the diamond dollars. You know, it gives another option to kids besides using cash. And it's easy because they have the card with them in their hand and stuff, so it just makes everything easy like that. But at the end of the day, you get involved, you become a team player with Temple University.
With those regulations, that means that students who are looking to pay with diamond dollars on those traditional places can't, and they're just going to have to deal with those traditional forms of payment like credit and cash. Reporting for Temple Update, I'm Nicole Bernier.
Students brought out their sweatbands, spandex, and sneakers to brush up on their volleyball skills, for a good cause. The Temple University Chemical Society held the Setting for the Spike for Science volleyball fundraiser to raise money for the science program at Hill Friedman High School. The society sold food and raffle tickets, along with charging registration and entrance fees. Participants and onlookers cheered on teams like the Wrecking Ball and the Natural Selection during the 10-minute matches.
Coming up on Temple Update, Tommy Sladek tells us how Temple's lacrosse fought until the very last minute in their last game of the season.
And Melissa Steininger is back in the studio with what you can expect for your 5-day forecast.
Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hey Al fans, as always, we're glad to have you here at the sports desk. I'm Tommy Sladek. Rebeccah Hendrickson got the chance to experience the festivities at the cherry and white game. But first, the men's and women's track and field teams competed in the 120th annual Penn Relays held at Franklin Field over the weekend. Senior Gabe Pickett finished 4th in triple jump and 5th in long jump. Pickett narrowly missed his personal record in long jump by .03 when he jumped 7.04 meters. Also competing was fellow senior teammate Dylan Bentzel, who came out with a respectful 12th place finish. Next up for the Owls is the American Conference Championship, held in Tampa, Florida, starting this Friday. Saturday marked a gorgeous day for a football game at Cardinal O'Hara High School, where the Owls held their annual cherry and white game. In order to add excitement to the team's scrimmage, head coach Matt Rule let captains Tyler Matakevich and Kenny Harper draft the teams. After a strong defensive effort by both the cherry and the white, Harper's white squad came out victorious 10-9. The team will continue practicing throughout the summer in preparation for their first regular season game at Vanderbilt. And the whole idea behind the cherry and white game is to entertain fans on Alumni Weekend and give them a preview of what they can expect come fall. Update's Rebeccah Hendrickson was there.
I didn't want to have to wait till the fall to see another football game, so I decided to come out today.
Temple's annual Cherry and White game gives fans a sneak peek into next year's team, and although August 28th is still a long time away, many are itching for football season.
It's one of our favorite events because we get to see kind of a sneak peek at what football is going to be like next year.
You know what? It's been a tight defensive battle, but here we are. It looks like Jamie Gilmore's about to score a touchdown there, so you know, it's been tight. I think the spring game is always tough. It's more about just getting out there, getting some reps behind you. Someone has to win. Temple always wins, which is great.
So just to clarify, you do I Believe no matter what today because Temple kind of has to win, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll do I Believe no matter what.
But more so than students and alumni, some future Owls were more concerned with scouting next year's team.
They got a good team. I think they just need to shape up on defense.
Okay. You going to help them out?
I would. I'm not good enough.
I think that they're doing good, and next year they're going to play better than they were last year, maybe.
Want to see more than 2 wins, right?
Yeah.
Yes, way more than 2 wins.
But since the game was a part of Alumni Weekend, the day had more to offer than just football, with pregame activities like the student tailgate, a moon bounce for kids, a face painting booth, and even the chance to get a custom-made Temple balloon hat. Reporting for Temple Update, I'm Rebeccah Hendrickson.
On Friday, the lacrosse team made their way over the bridge to take on Rutgers in hopes of clinching a Big East playoff berth. With 9 minutes remaining in the first half, Morgan Glassford made it a fortified game with this rifle past a goalie. But wait, 8 minutes later, it's Glassford again to tie the game up at 5 right before half. Final 2 minutes now. Game tied at 10. The Scarlet Knights' Kim Kalani slips one past Jackie Kakalachik, ending the Owl season on an absolute heartbreaker. The team finishes the season 6-10 overall and 4-5 in Big East play. The lacrosse team had their last game, and this is my last show for the semester. To stay up to date with Temple Athletics, be sure to follow us on Sports Desk on Twitter at @TU_SportsDesk.
Coming up on Temple Update, Melissa Steininger will have what we can expect for our weekend.
Temple Update, we'll be right back.
Well, Seth, I'm really missing that warm weather right about now.
I know, Jade. It's like I always say, rain, rain, go away. Come again another day.
Let's go to Melissa Steininger for our 5-day forecast.
So today we'll still see some showers, more so continuing into the night and trailing off in the morning. Friday, we will see a completely dry day with partly cloudy skies and a high of 70. So don't put away those rain boots just yet because the rain will return on Saturday with a 40% chance of showers throughout the day. We will see a high of 71, so at least the bitter cold will be gone over the next few days. Sunday, the rain clouds will completely move out, making it one of the nicest days we've seen all week with a high of 69 and clear skies and sunshine overhead. It will be beautiful and clear in the early morning for those of you participating in the Broad Street Run. And finally, on Monday, for our last day of classes, we will have a clear and breezy day, so you'll be able to go out and enjoy the weather. There'll be a slight chill in the air and a high of 65. So for all of your end of the semester needs, just follow us at TU_WeatherWatch. Seth and Jade, back to you guys.
That's all for Temple Update. For the latest on all things Temple, log on to our website at templeupdate.com.
Don't forget to follow us and like us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter.
You can always watch us 24/7 at templetv.net and Comcast Channel 50 and Verizon Fios Channel 45. For Seth Wozniak and the rest of the Update team, I'm Jade Franks. We'll see you next time.